Hello, and welcome back to Positive Parenting with Granny Janny. I think I'm ready. And I want to say I'm sorry about the fur, but when I bought them all, they promised me that they all died of natural causes. I think this one died of a heart attack, probably aggravation from the kids. That's why I take my aggravation pills with me wherever I go. You just never know when they're going to get on your nerves, you know what I mean? Anyway, today I would like to talk about communicating with your child. For starters, try avoiding saying the word no or their name a lot. Save it for the big issues. Why? Saying no or saying their name gets less and less effective the more you say it to them, and they become parent deaf. You don't want that. If you're having difficulty getting your child's attention after a few attempts, try a different approach. Like, for instance, go over to the wall and go talk to the wall. I've done that in the classroom. It really works. Whisper in their ear. I've done that with my grandchildren. That works too. Or sing instead of saying it. This works the right side of their brain. The left side is language. That's when you're speaking to them. But the right side, if you sing, they're using the music side, the right side. That's why people who stutter can sing language, music. But I digress. My point is, do or say anything that gets their attention. That's your ultimate goal. You have to be an entertainer. Think outside the box. You got to be creative. Shake it up, you know? So maybe they'll be in therapy at 30. Mommy, talk to the wall. I don't know what's going on. And they'll probably make you pay for it, whatever. But it's worth it because you get the results you want now. That's the bottom line. To maintain a positive environment and to get your child to comply with you, tell your child what to do instead of what not to do. For example, can you touch the dog softly rather than don't hit the dog? I have always believed that you can turn a negative statement or request into a positive one. It can always be done. Example, when you stop banging the cup on the table, I will pour your milk, rather than stop banging the cup on the table. It's human nature to respond to a positive request rather than to a negative command. Try it on your spouse. It's magic. Excuse me, I think I got some lipstick on my teeth. I do that every time. Oh boy, anyway. When you want your child to do something, give them very specific directions. Instead of, you need to put your toys away. Try, please put these blocks on that shelf. And the younger they are, the more specific you need to be. Ask them rather than tell them. Nobody wants to hear someone say to a child, get over here, pick that up, sit down. It's like barking orders. You want to treat them and speak to them with respect, using words like please and thank you. They deserve that. You know, like talking to your spouse or your friend. At least I hope that's what you do. Here's the 7-word rule. I didn't make that up. This is research-based. Use as few words as possible to communicate with your child. Kids usually become parent deaf after 7 words. Since I'm a loquacious person, ask anybody, I understand this is not easy. But it's a goal to keep in mind. Believe me, my husband would love for me to say sentences with just 7 words. Now that I think about it, I think he'd be happy if I just said 7 words a day. But moving on. There is something that I call the language of encouragement. If you say good job a lot, they're going to think you're BSing them, even at a very early age. Trust me. So try to be as specific as you can when you are giving them a compliment. Here are some examples. I think you can do it. Looks like you enjoyed that. You did your best. Look what you did. You worked hard on that. Or, thank you. You were a big help. Or you don't even have to say anything. You can just be kinesthetic and high five, fist bump, thumbs up. Or you could do what I do with my little groups when I used to teach, and a student came up with a great idea or statement. I would just yell out and point to them and say, bingo! They love that. They feel validated. They feel good. Sorry. Here's another point to think about and try. Instead of praising them for their intelligence or their talent, try to focus on the process they used. This is a little tricky, but it's with practice you can get it. Praise them for their strategy, their effort, or even a choice they made. Example, hey, that's a great way you figured out how to get that toy out of the box. Or, I like that you chose a banana instead of the cookie. Healthier and better for you. Good for you. I hope you find these suggestions today helpful. So until next time, remember, parent with love and respect, not fear and control. Oh, and remember, these are the little ones that are going to be diapering you, and you don't want a rash. Bye-bye.